And welcome to 360DigiTMG YouTube channel. So today we are going to be presenting a success story, but this is going to be a slightly different kind of success story. Have with us Sarita. Now Sarita, she has worked on a real-time project and she has also worked on a research paper which has officially been published. So Sarita, welcome. Good evening.
Hi, thank you. Good evening.
Hi. So, Sarita, the first question I have for you is, how did this end-to-end real-time project and the research paper, it help you in the field of data science and artificial intelligence?
Okay, so the main thing is whenever we go for an interview, that all the successful candidates, so they need to, whatever I have come across, that you need to explain or present your project very nicely, that you know end to end about it. So the project I have done with 360 is I did 3 projects, and when I write in my resume, the proper uh, in way, what's the business problem, the solution, and my approach and tools and the languages I have used. So in a proper manner, I have written, and they have helped me to get interview calls. So it's a good to have in your resume.
Yes, definitely. Following the crisp and milky process is very important whenever you're trying to define any kind of project. All right. So, Sarita, you have been a student, then you worked on multiple projects, and a lot of those projects were hosted on a learning management system, which is AI Sprite, as you're aware. So, how was your experience with AI Sprite? Did you think that it was, uh, like something that was very useful to you, something that helped you in your learning, something that optimized your learning and your, project work?
Okay, so my project used to be approximately for 1 month, or for 1 month, a week, or maybe depends upon project to project. So starting with Chris MLQ and then data process. So in at AI Spry, so in that learning management system, we had a very standard approach that now Chris MLQ that we have to submit. So for all of that, we have all the sections until the deployment, and we were supposed to submit code files, EDA, pre-processing, how we have done, and the visualizations and everything. So that gives us a sense of completion after each stage, 1 week. Now the research publication which we have read, and what can be the solution approaches for this kind of project, everything in a structured manner. So that helped, I have done this part, now this is remaining. And we used to share our screen in the daily meeting, so that gives kind of appreciation, and we have been right or what we need to improve. So and we submit there, and we get evaluated. So, and we get feedbacks over there, so we know how we have been performing and how we have to improve.
Okay, thank you. So you have gone through the entire life cycle, right? You have been a student, you have done projects. So there are many different training institutions. But the difference between other institutions and our institution is that here we are making you work on actual projects, actual client projects, actual real-time projects that have some sort of business and social impact in the society. And you're then getting an opportunity to publish these research papers in recognized journals like IEEE, IGI, SRT, right, Science Direct, etc. Right? How does that differentiate you from candidates who might be applying for a same job role, who are from different training institutes?
Okay. So the main thing is, because if we see, there are lots of thousands of projects, which people do, and recruiters know that these are very basic and standard projects which are available with solutions everywhere. And with real life projects, it depends. It means that it have real challenges we have faced, and with client, discuss with client, and how we have approached and solved. Because the major question which will be asked in interviews is that what were the challenges and how you resolved that, and what was your client's feedback. And depending upon when I was doing the project, so based upon my performance, I was being approached that okay, you did well, and you can be one of the client meetings. So being an intern, and I was just learning, I get the interaction with the client, and most importantly, I was being offered that can you write a paper, and it will help in my career, because not all people get that chance. So basically that means it will differentiate that I have the client interaction, and most importantly, after finishing that, I was for the Viva, it was being taken by the Bani sir. So that's very crucial. And after that, write the paper. So that writing the paper, that means you write every bit of it, everything in detail. Every life cycle, how you have dealt with that, the challenges and the solution approach, what worked, what didn't work, why we opted one solution, not the other one. So it's impactful, and yeah, not a very common thing which everyone has.
Yes, definitely. So it's not just about, giving you some problem and a data and just you developing a solution. It is everything that is surrounding that problem. You have had the chance to interact with the client as well. So you're gaining not just project experience, but you're also gaining the business side of the industry. You're learning about the business side of the industry, and then also you're learning about the academic side of the industry while you're working on projects. And of course, after you complete your project, you're also writing the research paper, which again works towards the academic goals. So I have a final question for you. So we have talked about the project methodology. We have talked about the CRISPR-Milky methodology, right? So we are understanding that there is a process that we have to follow. So on our website, as you are aware, we have various templates for project architectures. We have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So depending on the number of projects you have done, you can choose one of those. So how do you think that having a defined structure for a project architecture help when you're working towards a project and towards a research paper?
Okay. Yes, I remember because when our project was starting, so in the very first meeting, Vanessa, was emphasizing on that, you have to spend most of the time on the project architect, because that's how you knows what will the project architecture, from getting the data where you will get it, then what's the next step until deployment, the entire life cycle, make a flow chart, use pictures so that you get to understand and have the essence of that, and read the research paper, so entire thing. So with that, and he explained us, by showing, how, but with one template, how this can be done, depending upon, for example, uh, one project related to, video data, one tabular data, and with the NLP. So there will be, what kind of models you will use, and, evaluation techniques and others, what feature engineering, and what kind of database you have used. So you will have the entire essence, and and you have the clear picture in your mind what you are going to do and what's your direction, and if something happens, what you have to look for. So all that was very useful.
All right. Okay. So yes, so definitely understanding the end-to-end flow of the data and how you can work with different kinds of data is something that will be very useful once you start having, job interviews and once you actually go into a job, right? So thank you so much, Sarita, for joining today. Thank you so much for taking your time and sharing your experience with us. So good luck to you in the future, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Bye.